What are my top 5 bourbons for drinking this fall? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys my top 5 bourbons and whiskeys that I'm going to be drinking this fall. But before we get into it, just want to remind you guys about that 2,000 subscriber giveaway that's going to be happening sooner rather than later. If you haven't known, we are giving away a bottle of Eagle Rare 10-year bourbon. So all you have to do to be entered into that video is make sure that you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing if you are new. But without further ado, let's get into bottle number 1. Most of these bottles are going to be in that higher proof. I like that spice. I like that heat. Warms you up after a cooler day out in the woods, fishing, doing whatever you're doing, hiking, whatever it is. I want something that's going to warm my insides. So none other than bottle number 1 is going to be one of my highest proofed bottles, and that's going to go to Old Forester Single Barrel Strength. This one right here is the one that I've had on my shelf, and I've been sipping it now that we're getting cooler here in the state of New Jersey. And this is 126 proof, right around that. These push that $80 to $100 mark depending on where you are, and in my opinion, with the higher spice that this bottle brings, it's a go-to for this fall time. Bottle number 2 is going to be a blended bourbon, and that's going to go to OKI. This right here has a beautiful cinnamon, clove, nutmeg spice in there that is a beautiful blend of rye and bourbons in this bottle. Sitting at 100 proof, has that burn that you really enjoy. It's packed full of flavor, and I absolutely love this one. It's the only one that I have on the shelf. It is batch 1, and not quite sure when batch 2 is going to be coming out here. But in my opinion, if you guys have your hands on one of these bottles, or you can get your hands on one of these bottles, make sure to pick it up, because this right here is a fantastic fall sipper. And I think, don't quote me on it, I think this would go really well with some pumpkin pie. Bottle number 3 is one that brings me to sitting next to a campfire on a cooler night. It's dusk out, might be dark. You got your marshmallows roasting, you got hot dogs. It is what it is, and you are enjoying your night. But you want some bourbon, and that bourbon is none other than Penelope Barrel Strength Toasted Barrel. Now these come in a whole different range of chars and toastings. The proofing is usually right around that 114 to 116 point, and this one right here is at that 114.2. This is a barrel select from a local store here in New Jersey. I do know that Wegmans and a whole bunch of other places do get their hands on these Penelope Toasted Barrel Strengths. And in my opinion, this one right here, if you're looking for something that is going to remind you of the campfire, or something that you want to sip at the campfire, can't go wrong with this Penelope Toasted Barrel. Bottle number 4 is one that I really didn't enjoy in the beginning. I let it breathe for a little bit. I started liking it. And now that we're getting to the middle bottom of the bottle, I'm definitely going to be picking up another one. And that bottle goes to Jack Daniel's Bonded. And this one right here surprised me like you wouldn't believe in our Bottled and Bond contest. Made it to the finals. And I find myself going to this bottle more often than not over top of the triple mash. And this bottle right here is fantastic. It has a beautiful banana note. One that reminds me of like a banana pudding or something like that, in that nature, with a little bit of that cinnamon kick. Sitting at that 100 proof, you just cannot go wrong with this Jack Daniel's Bonded. I'm still on the lookout for the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Strength. I haven't been able to find that in my area. Hopefully soon I can bring one of those onto the shelves. Bottle number 5 is one that I have talked about multiple times on this channel as well, and it is a lower proof one for all of you drinkers that don't like a lot of heat, and it is a bourbon rye mix, and that's going to go to Redwood Empire. This sits right at that 90 proof, and you just cannot go wrong with this bottle. I really do think that this is a fantastic bottle to get into those rye whiskeys if you are a straight bourbon drinker. Like myself, I started drinking bourbons, but this one right here, I really do enjoy, and I think I might try and step into some more ryes in the future. only because of this bottle and how much I absolutely enjoyed it. Guys, that is going to do it for my top 5 bourbons that I'm going to be most likely sipping on this fall. Going through them one more time, we've got the Old Forester Single Barrel Strength, Penelope Toasted Barrel Strength, most likely a store pick. Then you've got the Jack Daniel's Bonded 100 Proof. You've got the Redwood Empire Lost Monarch Bourbon Rye Mix. And then we have the OKI Blended Bourbon Whiskey sitting at that 100 proof. Guys, let me know down in the comments what your top 5 bourbons are that you're going to be sipping on this fall. Let me know. Really want to know what you guys are going to be sipping on. Until next time, guys, this is Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.